My mysterious classmate touched me every night until I found out he had a twin. The first time he touched me, I thought I was dreaming. The second time, I wished I was. It started the week I moved to Ridgewood High, a small town school buried deep in rural Colorado, where everyone knew each other or pretended to. As an Omega transferred from Chicago, I was already the target of whispers and second glances. But nothing could have prepared me for Aiden Cross. He sat 3 rows behind me in biology, green eyes like bottled storms, hair black as midnight, and a silence so heavy it seemed to hush entire hallways. Everyone called him weird, aloof, borderline feral. I called him fascinating and terrifying. The strange part? He never spoke to anyone. Not in class, not during lunch, not even to teachers. But that first night after our science project was assigned together, I woke to the distinct sensation of fingers brushing my collarbone. Cold, gentle, familiar. I snapped up in bed. No one there. My window was cracked open. At school the next day, Aiden looked at me for the first time and tilted his head like he knew something I didn't. My skin prickled. My Omega instincts screamed. But not with fear, with want. From then on, the nightly visits continued. Always the same. A soft brush of touch, a whisper I could never quite hear. The window opened by morning. I tried locking it. I tried staying up. Still, I'd wake to find my shirt shifted, my skin warm where a hand had been. And every day, Aiden watched me a little longer. I tried confronting him once. After class, I cornered him. "You were in my room." He stared blankly, then whispered, "You're not supposed to remember." Before I could reply, he was gone. Like smoke, like dream fragments. I should have run. I should have told someone. But I was tethered, obsessed. Something about his presence felt less like a threat and more like a calling. Like we were bound by something older than instinct, older than reason. Then, one night, everything changed. I was lying in bed, covers pulled up to my chin, heart pounding. I knew he was coming. I could feel it. But this time, when the window creaked and his silhouette appeared, I didn't freeze. I turned on the light. He flinched, blinked. "You weren't supposed to see me." But it wasn't Aiden. His hair was slightly longer, his expression softer, his energy less guarded. "Who the hell are you?" "I'm Aaron," he said. "Aiden's twin." I stared at him, thunderstruck. "Twin? But why have you been touching me? Watching me?" He looked genuinely pained. "Because he's dangerous. And you're his mate." I laughed, shaky, hysterical. "That's not funny. I'm not joking." What followed was a mess of truth too surreal to accept. Aiden was born an alpha, but not just any alpha. A latent one. A type they thought didn't exist anymore. One whose instincts grow unstable without balance. Without a mate. Without me. Aaron was his beta brother, his anchor. And when they found out I transferred in, that I was an Omega and shared a blood mark with Aiden, they panicked. "I went instead of him," Aaron confessed. "To keep you safe. To help him. He can't control himself when he's near you." I thought I should have been afraid. But instead, I felt a heartbreaking sympathy. "What about what I want?" I asked. "You touched me. Without consent." He nodded, tears in his eyes. "I know. And I'm sorry. That's why I'm telling you now. So you can choose." But it was too late. The next day, Aiden wasn't in school. Or the next. I felt hollow. Like my entire sense of self had been ripped out and replaced with questions. Until I got the letter. "Meet me where the river splits. Midnight." I shouldn't have gone. But I did. The river clearing was bathed in silver moonlight. Aiden stood by the rocks, eyes darker than I'd ever seen. "You came," he said, voice raw. "I need answers," I whispered. He stepped closer. "I didn't mean for it to happen like that. I never wanted to hurt you. I just couldn't stay away. Not when I felt you. Not when I knew you." "You knew we were bonded?" "I felt it. The night you walked into that classroom. It was like every cell in my body aligned." He exhaled. "But I knew I couldn't have you. I'm not safe." I reached out, trembling. "Then why call me here?" Because I couldn't live another day without telling you the truth. And because if you want me, I'll fight every instinct, every urge to be worthy of you. That night, I touched his hand for the first time. It was electric, and nothing happened. No alpha surge, no rage, just silence. Peace. I think you're stronger than you think, I whispered. He looked down. Maybe, or maybe you make me stronger. Over the next few weeks, we started over. Slowly, carefully. With Aaron's help, Aiden learned to control his instincts. He transferred into my art class. He even spoke up during presentations, his voice still shaky, but mine always anchoring him from the crowd. We weren't perfect. Some days he flinched when I got too close. Other days I pulled away when the past crept back. But we talked. We healed. And one afternoon, as we sat on the bleachers watching the sunset, he said, I used to think I was cursed. Now I think I was just waiting. For what? For someone who wouldn't run. I smiled. Good thing I'm too stubborn. He laughed. The kind of laugh that cracked something open in both of us. That night, there was no window left open. No silent visit. Just two boys, tangled in blankets, with nothing hidden and everything to give. It's been a year since I met both of them. Aaron's at Stanford now, majoring in genetics. Says he wants to make a better future for omegas like us. Aiden and I are applying to the same colleges. Art for me, psychology for him. Sometimes I wake up at night, thinking I'll feel a cold hand again. But all I feel is the warmth of the boy I chose, who chose me back. And sometimes, love doesn't need a label like Omega or Alpha. Sometimes it just needs a choice. Thank you for listening. If you find it interesting, please like and subscribe to follow the next stories.